Well, hello, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. I just wanted to thank all of you who have left me so many wonderful comments over the last little while. Apologize for not responding sooner. I do suffer from a lot of social anxiety, so if I see that I have a lot of comments, my brain generally tends to go to a negative place about what those comments might mean, so I honestly just don't check. And I had a really bad day today. Got my head drilled in a bunch at the dentist. Freezing always wears off, so I had a bunch of frozen face, and there was no possible exceeding the toxicity bullshit. You know, when the people closest to you will scream at you and call you stupid. I figured it would be fine and completely safe to check my YouTube comments. And you guys, you guys cheered me up so much. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. You know, when you're expecting that you're gonna get a bunch of hate and vitriol and trolling, and it's nothing but support, and like, also you guys are really hilarious too with your feedback and your own opinions. Yeah, it means a lot, so thank you so much. I will try to stop hiding from my comment section as much as I have been, and yeah, I just want to let you all know that I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. And yeah, it's what makes me want to continue with the channel and not just give up. Subs have gone up a lot lately. We're over 300, and that's crazy. I was not expecting that much of a boost so quickly. The channel's been growing really slowly since about Halloween, I think I started. Anyway, yeah, and I just want to put a special shout out to D-Man Johnson III again, and whatever Linda, because you guys are also 90 Day Fiancé recap content creators. Linda, I've been watching your channel for at least a year now. I think pretty close to the beginning of when you started. Same with you, D-Man. I love both your channels. You guys are both hilarious. I've always enjoyed your recaps to get my daily or weekly dopamine doses, and now that you guys are like watching my channel and supporting me, I just feel like honored in a way. And you've been super supportive, and yeah, I just feel like really super seen, and you guys mean a lot to me. I really appreciate it. So I guess I'll stop with the sappy monologue here, and we'll just get right on into the recap. This is for The Last Resort, episode 14. So we start off with Gino at the coffee shop, hitting on the very young barista.
Or cappuccino pretty good?
Bruh, no, they taste like shit. What do you think I'm gonna say? Yeah.
Yeah. Because I didn't eat my Wheaties this morning, so I'm looking for like a burst of energy.
Can someone please call Chris Hansen, because this is completely inappropriate. She did not ask. As an ex-coffee shop barista, I have to agree that happens, though. You learn a customer's drink, and then they start hitting on you because they think you love them. Next up, Sophie and Rob are exercising together, sort of. It's more like stretching and flirting. But first we had a flashback about their counseling session with Heidi, the fake counselor. And I find Sophie to be very irritating in these scenes.
And then he got very heated and angry at me for saying my truth. Since then we haven't really spoken.
Bro, I feel like Sophie has no intention to fix this marriage. She's always just a victim about everything that's happened in the past.
I'm not saying you're cheating, I'm just saying.
No, you are.
Sophie, be fucking for real right now. You're always accusing him of cheating. What are you talking about?
That shows how many it sounds. Everybody.
I've said multiple times.
Naturally, Rob is confused and feels like he can never do anything right. I know Sophie is allegedly a victim of DV, according to her posts, but I'm not a fan of hers based on the whole drama, online scandals, and how she talks to people. Whatever, Linda has a video about it. Check it out on her channel.
The real problem for this couple, I think neither one of them know how to navigate through all these feelings that they're feeling, the trauma that they felt, and they're leaning on each other, but they're not holding each other up.
They're both just here to collect a paycheck and more Instagram followers. That's it.
You guys have a choice to either accept what has happened and move forward, or you can't accept it and you gotta move on.
Sophie's such a brat. She's not willing to do that. Come on. She needs a squishmallow. Anyway, while they're stretching, Rob gets a squishy feel of his own on her rear end. People are saying that she allegedly had a BBL, and I don't know if she did. it's not really worth the money, in my opinion, because it just looks like baby fat to me.
When Sophie and I are not thinking about our issues and not being confronted with sensitive things.
Wow, shocking that when your relationship faces no regular day-to-day struggles whatsoever, like in honeymoon or vacation mode, you guys are perfect and you get along.
Between our twin bond, it affects, our family, our marriages, our relationships, everything Stacey and I have done.
Now it's Stacey, Darcy, and Florian's turn for therapy. Do I have to?
Years have been in tandem. We got married around the same time, divorced on the same day. Our kids were born around the same time.
How is that fucking possible? That is psychotic. I want that fact checked because I don't even know. How is it possible to have your children at the same time? I'm looking at Florian here like, can you do some explaining, please? I need more information.
They fight for no reason.
Well, yeah, that's obvious. They fight for no reason. Sisters will do that. Twins will do that. But Stacey and Darcy are toxic as fuck.
But when it comes to our personal relationships, I feel like we're too involved.
Classic narcissistic sibling or relative dynamic. One person expresses a boundary and the other one gaslights and disregards your feelings.
Calling Florian in the middle of the night. It's happened numerous times. It's not all the time, Stacey.
Calling anyone's husband in the middle of the night is completely fucked. So Stacey actually asks if he's sexually attracted to Darcy.
You don't see him in like a sexual way.
They both react with the, you gross, no cooties. We see each other as relatives. You sick, twisted, depraved individual. Florian insists, what the fuck? I see her as a sister. And I mean, I want to believe him that he just sees her as a sister and that he sees them as individuals and they have different energies and all that. But you have to wonder, like, he's attracted to Stacey for whatever reason. Darcy looks just like her. Maybe not exact anymore, but she looks just like her. So is he attracted to the superficial reasons, or is he attracted to what's inside, or is he attracted to her at all? I mean, what kind of depraved lunatic would pass around twins? Darcy is not happy with Stacey setting boundaries, but they have to hug and make up.
I think just for her to respect my relationship and maybe we can have some boundaries, like not call super late at night.
Darcy's like, bitch, I'm 7 minutes older than you. How dare you? You talk to Georgie sometimes. I mean, it's the same thing. Nah.
Let's have a fun night.
A fun night? Let's have a fun night? Are you fucking delusional? Are you retarded? Do you have amnesia? Every time you people drink together? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop.
She doesn't want to be with me. I don't know.
How is she not want to be with you? Look at you. You're such a... And I just go to some last...
Thank you, Florian, for being my sim character in the show. What the hell's going on?
She's been very nice to me, and if we can continue, if we can like get along like we had the last couple days, I think at some point soon we can turn our whole relationship around.
Gino makes my lady bits coil up inside themselves, and it becomes very, very dry. He's so gross. Not only is he full of shit bullshitting, he has no intention of sleeping with her, but he's essentially saying if she's a good girl and does what he says, maybe licks his feet, he'll do it.
I was like, I'm gonna put the pantry before I leave. I never leave. Actually, I guess I sold because you were like, open yours, and I just... So I just sold my frog.
That is so weird and funny at the same time. Frog.
Just roasted my frog.
So these heathens show up at yet another empty establishment, all rowdy. It looks like it's a games bar, which is kind of a fun idea. They have foosball tables, Jenga blocks, pool tables, what else? Probably darts, ping pong. Yeah, Natalie is scared of the ball, and Darcy really sucks at Jenga. Wow, she's rowdy. So everybody continues to drink, and we all know what kind of recipe that leads to. Already, Julia is complaining about Brandon because he decided not to come. Talking about the parents in Russia situation and Brandon not being stoked.
Brandon is aware that it is going to suck in that house. It's going to be rough. It also might be very hard to navigate for all of you. And I mean, and I'm sure he's concerned that might affect you guys.
So while Rob tries to advocate for Brandon's feelings and the reason why he would be ambivalent for putting up the parents, she checked out and was not listening and is on the defense that she needs her parents.
You have my support. I'm immigrant here. Yeah. I don't have my family. I don't have my friends.
So Darcy takes Stacey aside to spill the beans about Florian allegedly taking a girl home from the bar. She says it's 2 girls, but the story changes later that it's just 1 girl. Darcy looks way too happy to be delivering this terrible news to her sister, which could be devastating her marriage, and I'm convinced that she's just feeding off the drama, and misery loves company, as we all know. So Stacy now confronts him.
Time? No, I'm gonna stop and smell the roses. Or the daisies or whatever those are. Oh, reminds me of our wedding, you know? Remember that? Do you remember our wedding?
Not that she was ever good at being subtle, in my opinion, but because she's had some drinks and she's super pissed, she's coming on really strong, really aggro, and really weird. Florian is like, dude, what are you talking about? I don't know what Darcy told you, but yeah, you need to chill. And so she flips out and she accuses him. But before we get into that, we have to talk about Gino and Jasmine. Yay! So Jasmine pulls him aside to talk to him about the open marriage dynamics. And Gino had already said no to that. So how do you guys think he reacts?
It's not all about you getting what you want. It's not my dream when I got married to be with.
Jasmine, it's not my dream to be in an open marriage. I don't want to be in a cuck chair while my wife is getting plowed by some other guy from the gym. Just go make money on your OnlyFans.
Obviously, you are cheating. Hooking up with people at the gym.
No.
Yeah, so you have a boyfriend and you're cheating.
I don't have a boyfriend.
Yeah, you do. That's cheating. That's cheating. And I don't want a cheater in my life.
So Gino won't hear her out at all, and he asks her if she has someone in mind. And when she tells him yes she does, he loses it and tells her that she's a cheater and that he doesn't want her in his life. And I agree with Jasmine that he's being tremendously selfish, and he's like not gonna hear about it. He's done. He's like, beat it.
You're coming home with makeup on the shirt? I don't believe you. Sorry, I don't believe you.
So Florian explained the situation where he helped a really drunk girl who lives in the same building as them into the elevator so she could get home safely. Apparently she had texted Georgie to say thank you, and now Stacy's having a hard time buying that.
Just like drunk kid, just crossing the street almost fall down 2-3 times, and I opened the main door. I opened the main door for her. I clicked the elevator for her. She still had the key. I just buzzed for her. The key was on the floor.
Because he's cheated before and she's fueled with liquor and the words of her sister, she doesn't believe him. And to be fair, I wouldn't have believed him either, but I've grown to like Florian over this season. He's my boy, so I want to believe him. I want to believe that it really is toxic Darcy stirring the pot because she wants everyone to be as miserable and unhappy as she is.
Guilty and nervous. Yeah, this is a guilty guy. Yeah.
Sophie uses this as a platform to make it all about herself and jumps on Florian as well. She feels like it's an example of how Rob treats her, and, you know, she wishes that someone would stick up for her in these situations. But Stacy has lots of backup. She's got her mouthy sister, and she can totally speak on her own. She doesn't need little baby Sophie stepping in for her. And I could imagine how annoying that would be for Florian, having little baby Sophie barking at you. She gets so heated at one point that she tries to get Rob involved. Allegedly, he needs to check Florian for her because he's just out of control, yelling and screaming at women. But we know Rob is kind of a wussy and always sides with the boys, so that's not going to happen. He's like, Sophie, can we please just not fight? Everybody else is fighting. Can we just be good? And that's the most rational thing that I think was said throughout the night. Jasmine sicks Julia on Gino, and I'm here for it.
Where is he? Yeah, he said that. Where is he? I don't know where the f*** is.
Little Russian Julia on a tirade. Where's Gino? Where the fuck is
Where
he?
is Gino? I think Gino find any excuse to make Jasmine to be a bad guy.
I love it when cast members say the same thing that I'm saying.
That's my marriage, I don't know how, and I asked the therapist and she told me that it was okay, that I was so crazy, I was not about wife for what it is. I like romance, I want to have a lover, and I want this from him. I don't want to look to another person, but he's not giving it to me. I have waited 9 months, it's never going to happen. Gina, what should I do now? I don't know what to do.
It's funny when your plans blow up in your face like that, hey? I mean, I don't have a lot of pity for her. I mean, what did she expect him to say? And I know a lot of people are hating on her right now because of the whole pregnancy scandal and abandoning her kids in Panama. I am not going to talk about that in this video. I will touch on that another time. In the next episode, Julia jumps into bed with Sophie and Rob. She's super annoying like a kid.
What are you doing?
Just packing.
Seems like Brandon is in his sulky pants and he was able to pack his own suitcase for a change. Good for you, Brandon. You got a gold star. We'll make sure to let your mommy know too. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's all for this week's recap for The Last Resort. I appreciate all my viewers. Please like this video and let me know what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Thank you, kind earthlings, and peace out for now.
Bye bye.